Hello viewers, welcome back to Insurance for You and Me. In this episode, we will examine the subject matter and basis of sum insured details under Bharat Griha Raksha policy, what we call as BGR policy. What is the subject matter that is covered under the Bharat Griha Raksha policy? It is home building and its contents. The proposer has the option to cover home building and contents, or only home building, or only home contents. The home building means a building consisting of enclosed structure with roof used for residential purpose. It includes basement if there is a basement. If there are any permanent fixtures and fittings which are attached to the floor or roof or walls, the same is considered as part of the building only. Electrical wiring fitted to or concealed in the wall is an example. It is possible that there are some utility buildings within the residential building site, like garages, outhouses, compound wall, gates, septic tanks, veranda, etc. These structures are considered as additional structures and are part of home building for insurance. The next aspect is what is meant by home contents for the purpose of this insurance. Home contents are the articles or things in the home which are not permanently fixed to the structure of the home. The home contents can be grouped into two categories: general contents and valuable contents. General contents are all the contents of the household in home other than valuable contents. Examples for general contents are furniture, electronic items, antennae, solar panels, water storage equipment, kitchen equipment, electrical equipment, clothing, etc. etc. The examples for valuable contents are jewelry, silverware, paintings, works of art, antique items, etc. The major point to note here is that the cover provided under home contents under BGR is only for general contents. Valuable contents are excluded. However, the cover can be opted for valuable contents as an optional cover on paying additional premium. The insured events covered are same for home contents as that applicable for home building. The occupation of the building is a critical factor. The policy is meant for residential buildings and contents, so usage of the building should be for the purpose of residence only. If used for any purpose other than residence like holiday home, lodging or boarding, such buildings cannot be covered under the Bharat Griha Raksha policy. However, if the building is used for residence and also for the purpose of earning livelihood of an insured as a self-employment, such building can be insured under this policy. Once we know what can be covered, we need to understand on how much the insurance amount should be. In other words, we should determine the insurance value or sum insured under the policy. The sum insured is the maximum amount up to which the insurance cover is taken for the given item. The sum insured in the policy falls under various heads, and the basis for arriving at the value also differ for different items. The summary of the same is given in the slide. For home building cover, when it is opted by the proposer, the sum insured is the construction cost of the building to be declared by the proposer. The proposer will have to declare the carpet area of the structure and the cost of construction per unit area as on the date of policy commencement date. When we multiply the carpet area by the cost of construction per unit area, we'll get the construction cost of the building, which is the sum insured declared. If there are any additional structures opted for cover, the construction cost of the additional structure has to be declared by the proposer as a sum insured for that item. As regards the home contents cover, if the home content cover is opted along with the home building cover, then the sum insured is automatically fixed at 20% of the home building sum insured, subject to a maximum of rupees 10 lakhs. For example, if the sum insured for home building proposed for insurance is 30 lakhs and the proposer has opted for home contents cover, The home content cover is provided for a sum insured of rupees 6 lakhs, being 20% of the building sum insured. If the sum insured for the home building is 60 lakhs, the home content cover is limited to 10 lakhs, being the maximum permitted sum insured. Now, in case where the home content cover is opted by the insured without opting for a home building cover, or where the insured would like to have a sum insured for contents more than the fixed amount of 10 lakhs or 20% of the home building sum insured, in those cases, the proposer can declare the actual value of the contents for insurance on the basis of the cost of replacement of contents. The value to be declared by the proposer will have to be under the three heads of furniture, fixture, fittings, electronic or electrical items, and other items. So the other couple of points which we should keep in mind is either the home building or home content must be covered for issuing a Bharat Griha Raksha policy. The cost of construction declared, the cost of construction per unit area declared, should not include the land value. If any contents are stored in basement, the value of such contents in basement will have to be declared separately. Moving on to the rest of the items, the valuable contents cover, if it is opted by the proposer, the sum insured declaration will be on the basis of agreed value. That is, it's a value declared by the proposer and to be accepted by the insurer for each and every item to be covered. This declaration will happen on the basis of a valuation certificate to be submitted, which will provide the description and the value of each of the items separately. However, the requirement of the valuation certificate is waived in case the total sum insured for the valuable contents is less than 5 lakhs, or if the value of any one item does not exceed 1 lakh. In respect of the covers under loss of rent and rent for alternative accommodation, while these covers are inbuilt in the policy, the proposer will have to choose one of these two applicable covers depending on whether the proposer is the owner of the building or is a tenant of the building. The values to be declared for the purpose of sum insured here is the sum insured per month and the number of months of cover proposed by the proposer for cover. The maximum period up to which the cover can be taken by the proposer is only 36 months. So the value required to be covered, that is the sum insured per month multiplied by the number of months of cover proposed, will result in the total sum insured for these covers. In case of the personal accident cover, which is an optional cover under the policy, if the proposer opts for the cover, the sum insured is automatically fixed at 5 lakhs per person. The 5 lakhs per person sum insured is a product feature which does not change. And in our earlier episode, we have also discussed on various add-on covers depending on the insurer, what all different covers available. We have seen in detail in the last presentation in the last episode. In respect of those add-on covers, generally the sum insured is provided as a percentage of building sum insured or as a fixed amount, as the case may be, as a part of the feature of the cover by the concerned insurer. Hence, there is no need for separately declaring any sum insured under most of these add-on covers. At this stage, we should understand the concept of underinsurance in insurance policies. Generally, under many of the insurance policies, if the sum insured declared in the policy is less than the actual value of insured property, the claims under the policy will get reduced accordingly. This is termed as underinsurance in simple terms. However, under Bharat Griha Raksha policy, the underinsurance clause is not applicable. This is waived. This is a relaxation provided to the customers of this policy. Does it mean that the customers could consciously declare less sum insured and save on the premium? Is such an action advisable? My answer is no. We have seen in our earlier episodes that one of the basic principles of insurance is utmost good faith. Hence, it is important that the correct information is provided to the insurer and appropriate premium is paid. Please avoid intentional under-declaration of values for insurance. There could be certain unintended under-declaration of sum insured by the proposer. For example, where there is an error in estimating the cost of construction, etc. And the waiver of underinsurance helps the customer in those situations. More importantly, the effect of waiver of underinsurance will be seen differently in partial losses and differently in case of total losses. It is to be remembered that the loss payable under any insurance policy does not exceed the sum insured applicable for the affected item. How the under declaration of values impacts the insured is shown with an example in this slide, where we have assumed a home building sum insured at 40 lakhs, whereas the actual cost of construction of the building is around 50 lakhs. If you look at scenario 1, where the partial losses are involved, because of the waiver of underinsurance, the insured does not suffer any additional loss because of under declaring the value. However, in case of scenario 2, where there is a total loss of the insured building, against the total loss of building at 50 lakhs being the cost of construction, the insured would be getting only rupees 40 lakhs as a claim, because that is the sum insured which is declared by the proposer in the insurance policy. As a result of the under declaration of value for sum insured purpose, the insured in this case is ending up losing an amount of rupees 10 lakhs. And such scenarios will have to be avoided. So the effort should be made to declare the correct sum insured and the best estimation mode. We have so far discussed the scope of cover and sum insured determination. We will now focus on the obligations of the insured, how the premium is charged, what is the procedure for claims, etc. in our next episode. In the meantime, view, subscribe, like and share the video. In case of any clarifications, please write to me in the email ID shown. See you in the next episode. Until then, bye from Bhaskar.